Just a little bit of information about brushes. Now this is just a snippet from my free online course on watercolour materials for beginners. I'll put a link below, you can check that out if you like. But here's a little taster, basically just give a little bit of information about brushes. Just grab the brush, splash the paint. So one of the first things you're going to need is a brush. As you can see, there's a million different types of brushes, qualities of brushes, shapes of brushes, etc. out there. And we're going to go through them now so that you can make a decision about which one to get. So there's a big difference between oil painting brushes and watercolor brushes. Oil painting brushes, which look like this, have a very long handle and the bristles are different to watercolor bristles. Watercolors have a shorter handle and the bristles here are much softer. They're designed to hold water. The different parts of a brush have different names. Not that you've got to know this, but I'll tell you anyway. Obviously, this is a handle just here. This here is called the ferrule. This little bit is the crimp. This is the bristle or bristles. This part here is called the heel, and this is called the toe. This bit here, which is fairly important, is called the belly. That's the bit that holds the water. So the other thing about brushes is that they come in different shapes. You've got a brush like this, which is called dagger brush, a mop brush, flat, a rigger for those fine lines, a round, which is probably the type that I suggest that you get first. They all have their advantages, disadvantages. They all make their own kinds of marks, but I think the round brush is the one that's probably the most versatile for you now. If budget allows, I'd suggest that you get a mop brush as well. Not essential, but this is probably the second brush that I would buy. Something else you need to know about brushes is they come in obviously different sizes. And what they do is they put a number on the front of the brush, or on this handle of the brush, I should say. Not sure whether you can see that. That says number 18. So 18 means something in this particular brand. It tells you that an 18 is basically bigger than a 12, which is bigger than an 8, which is bigger than a 6, etc., etc. The higher the number, the bigger the brush. But across brands, it means nothing. So check out these two brushes. This is a number 18, and this is a number 12, but look how much bigger the 12 is compared to the 18. For you as a beginner, I'd suggest that you get something roughly about the size of your pinky finger. Depends on the size of your pinky finger, I guess, but you know what I mean. You can even get brushes that go down as small as this. This is a 000. Very, very small for fine work. What I suggest you do with these is get rid of it. Don't buy them. If you buy a small brush like that, what's going to happen is you're going to do tiny brush marks. You're going to get caught up in detail way too early in the picture, and it's going to take you the rest of your life to do one painting, and life's too short. But seriously, you don't want a brush that size. If you're interested in the free online course on watercolour materials, just check out the link below.